स्टूडेंट, ये आपके टॉपिक चल रहा है कि इम्पोर्टेंट सेक्शन ऑफ बैंकिंग रेगुलेशन एक्ट 1949। इसमें इसके 17 पॉइंट तक हमने डिस्कस किया था। ये 2 पॉइंट्स रह गए थे, यानी लिक्विडेशन ऑफ बैंक सेक्शन 39। इट मीन्स अकॉर्डिंग टू द सेक्शन 39 ऑफ द एक्ट, if a bank loses its ability to paying its liability, the RBI can apply to the court for the permission for its liquidation. After getting the permission from the court, the RBI can carry on the process of liquidation. Last, power of central government, section 52. According to the section 52 of the act, the central government retains the right of making rules and regulations for every aspect of the Reserve Bank of India. The central government publishes these rules in official gazette also. स्टूडेंट, इसके 2 पॉइंट्स थे। इससे आगे हम इसकी जो इम्पोर्टेंट अमेंडमेंट्स हैं इनके बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे। नंबर 1, अमेंडमेंट इन द RBI एक्ट 1963। देखिए कुछ अमेंडमेंट्स दी हुई है। 1963, through this amendment, non-banking and financial institutions have been brought under the control of RBI. It is worth mentioning here the non-banking institutions which accept deposit from people but don't grant loans. On the other hand, financial institutions are those which accept deposit from people and grants. Loan to the traders and entrepreneurs, industrialists on the basis of certain bonds. After this amendment, the RBI instructed non-banking companies 7th January 1966 that they should not accept deposit repayable on demand from public. Number 2, Amendment of Banking Regulation Act. This RBI has been widened after the amendment of 1963 in the Banking Regulation Act with the objective of controlling the commercial bank. According to the amendment, the unsecured loans which were given by the commercial bank to their directors has been restricted now. Any shareholder of a commercial bank has been prevented from the right of casting more than 1% of some voting. RBI can remove any director or official of the basis of proper reasons. Number 3, student, Banking Regulation Act 1965. According to this act, it was proposed that state cooperative banks should be included in the second schedule. So according to this act, state cooperative banks will also get facilities similar to scheduled banks. Number 4, Amendment of RBI Act 1974. Student, this amendment after getting the acceptance of the President of the Reserve Bank of India Act 1974, it took the form of law according to the amendment to grant refinance to the scheduled banks and state cooperative and changes were made in the rule related to bonds of North-Eastern Department. The scope of RBI was increased to look into the deposit from the public by non-banking companies. Number 5. Banking Regulation Amendment Act 1983. Following things were included in this Amendment Act. Some points were included in the amendment, such as statutory liquidity ratio of the Reserve Bank of India was raised from 25% to 40% in 1983. The provision of penalty was made for the scheduled banks failing in maintaining a fixed legal liquidity ratio, and rule related to giving nomination facilities related to the accounts of the account holder were made, following the limit of deposits accepted from private individual and funds as determined by the government. Student number next, amendment in the State Bank of India Act. ये 1993 में आया था. By issuing an ordinance in the October 1993 in the State Bank of India Act, the list price of every share is reduced from 100 to rupees 210, and restriction of possessing 200 shares per person was removed. At the same time, the limitation of voting was raised from 1% to 10%. Number 7. Banking Regulation Act 2003. Student, the Finance Minister presented an audience in the Parliament 13 August. It means it is the provision in the section 32 of the Act, and Finance Minister presented an audience in the Parliament 13 August 2003 for the amendment of Banking Regulation Act. After the passing of this audience, the regulating powers of Reserve Bank increased according to Amendment Act. Like other banks, cooperative banks also came under the direct control and supervision of the RBI. The governor of RBI has got authority of removing the chairperson of cooperative banks on funding mismanagement in their functionary. स्टूडेंट्स के बाद लास्ट अमेंडमेंट जो अभी 2020 में हुई है, यानी बैंकिंग रेगुलेशन अमेंडमेंट बिल 2020. The Banking Regulation Amendment Bill 2020 amends the BR Act to expand RBI regulatory control over cooperative banks in terms of management, capital, audit and liquidation. The bill was introduced in Lok Sabha on September 14, 2020. While introducing the bill, the Finance Minister discussed the need for bill to the protect depositors' interest, highlighting the crisis in the Punjab and Maharashtra cooperative banks, yani PMC. The bill replaces the Banking Regulation Amendment Ordinance 2020 promulgated on June 26, 2020. A bill seeking to make similar changes on March 3, 2020, withdrawn on September 14. Key features of this bill makes two kinds of changes, जैसे कि extending previously omitted provisions of the BR Act to cooperative banks and amendments to certain provision of the Act that apply to all banks. स्टूडेंट देखिए, इसमें नेक्स्ट टॉपिक है इसमें ड्रॉबैक ऑफ इंडियन बैंकिंग लेजिस्लेशन. नंबर 1, लैक ऑफ कंट्रोल ऑन इंडिजीनियस बैंक. देखिए, द मेजर पोर्शन ऑफ द credit in the country is made by the native bankers, but the RBI has no control over them. That is why the credit control policy of the RBI doesn't become much successful. Number 2, lack of control to cooperative banks. The work culture of cooperative bank is getting closer to the work culture of commercial bank, but there is not similar control over these two. Number 3, centralization of bank in urban areas. There is no satisfactory policy regarding the centralization of bank in the urban and industrialized areas. This increased competition among banks on the one hand, and on the other hand, there is no full justice with rural areas. Conclusion: it is true that there has been much improvement in the banking management in India after the formation of Banking Regulation Act. The shortcomings of this act are being removed one by one through amendment. There is a need of paying attention to those drawbacks that still persist for a healthy banking, and awareness of banking management is needed because instead of good laws. स्टूडेंट, आज हमने इसके इम्पोर्टेंट अमेंडमेंट्स के बारे में डिस्कस किया और ड्रॉबैक्स के बारे में. थैंक यू स्टूडेंट.